But as the Bengals moved week to week in the playoffs, so did Paul and Sarah Miracle. People from all over were captivated by their story, a father and daughter sharing a deep love of the Bengals while he continues to battle ALS. People donated to help get the Miracles all the way to the Super Bowl. On top of raising money for their trip, they were able to donate about $10,000 to ALS research, something they are both still so thankful for today.
I never thought in a million years she'd raise that kind of money, and to raise even more that we could give back, to be able to give back that kind of money. No words.
We'll share just how much that Super Bowl trip means to the Miracles a year later, plus how Sarah is passing that Bengals pride down to her son when you join us for News Center 7 Daybreak starting at 4:25 a.m. Xavier Hershevitz, News Center 7.
So many of our viewers helped donate to the Miracles so they could get to the Super Bowl last year. So again, thanks to all those folks who helped make their dream come true. And our team has you covered on all things Bengals leading up to Sunday's playoff game. And then you can watch the game right here on Channel 7. Kickoff is 3 o'clock.
And now, your Storm Center 7 forecast with meteorologist Robert Gauthreaux III.
Yeah, Robert, I was hoping to show some viewers here tonight. I was in Kettering and on Far Hills and Stroop. Big tree came crashing down on Far Hills. They had closed part of the road. And the crew I was talking with out there tonight said that they started getting to work about 3 o'clock this afternoon. That was about 7, and they had to take the truck away, get rid of the debris, bring it back, finish it cutting up, and then they had to go to other areas. So again, these strong winds that you talked about, more than 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, it seemed like we had several reports of not just branches down, but trees down. I think one reason.
I bet you the diameter of that tree tonight was probably like that.
One reason for that likely is because we saw quite a bit of rain yesterday. Steady rain. The ground is still pretty wet. Plus, we saw the rain today. And when you have 50, 60 miles per hour winds, it's not a very good mix. In fact, some of the strongest wind gusts today, well, the strongest was actually at the Dayton International Airport. It reached 64 miles per hour. The Wright Brothers Airport, 62 miles per hour. But then, if you head out to, say, Middletown, a little bit farther south, 58 miles per hour. Springfield, 54. And Wilmington, 54 as well. So overall, it was a very windy day, a bit of a wet day. It was a bit of a wet day yesterday as well. We still have some light sprinkles moving in across the area. Now, when I say sprinkles, that means it's still warm enough to see sprinkles, but we definitely could see some flurries. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's take a look at the rainfall that we saw throughout the day. You can see most everyone at least saw a little bit of something across the region. And what that's going to show us here in the next day or so is that, well, as those temperatures cool down, we could see some flurries. So 0.67 inches actually recorded in Dayton. Wapakoneta, well, says it didn't report anything up there, but we definitely saw at least a little bit of rain up in Auglaize County. And you can see we all stayed less than an inch. In fact, it looks like Dayton was one of the top areas where we saw some rainfall. Also, you can see Urbana as well, where some of those rainfall totals got up to 0.7 inches. Now, like I mentioned, it's still a bit windy out there. We don't have the wind advisory out anymore. That lasted until 9 o'clock. That doesn't mean that it's not going to be windy into really the overnight hours. We're still looking at some breezy conditions, maybe just not as strong as what we had earlier. We're still looking at wind speeds in Dayton of about 29 miles per hour. Troy's at 24, Greenville's at 25. So expect a bit of a breezy night and expect a bit of the flurries. We're seeing the showers right now, but you don't have to go too far west. Look at southern Indiana. You're starting to see this transition into either some light snow showers or some flurry activity. And then up toward the north, too, a little bit more expansive. As you leave, say, Gary, Indiana, and other parts of northern Indiana, you're starting to see this transition. Now, that will happen soon enough. We're still looking at temperatures in the upper 30s, but as we get a little bit cooler, we're going to see that chance for some light snow showers or flurries. But the thing that's keeping it from dropping so much, at least so quickly, is the fact that we have some cloud cover out there still. So temperatures are still in the upper 30s. Bell Fountain's at 37, Xenia's at 38, still hanging on to 40. But it is a little bit colder than this time yesterday, especially off toward the west. And we do have colder temperatures coming tonight, getting down near freezing. Take a look at the next 24 hours. You can see temperatures getting close to freezing, likely even reaching about 32 degrees, even if it's just for 30 minutes or so. And then temperatures tomorrow afternoon, not climbing very much. Look at us, 35, 36. That's not going to be much warmer than where we are going to be tomorrow morning. Now let's time out some of these flurries. You can see the chance for a few flurries overnight. And then as we move into the afternoon tomorrow too, I'm not going to rule out some light snow showers. I really wouldn't expect much accumulation, but that is definitely in the forecast. Look at the next 7 days. Temperatures aren't going to fluctuate very much. We're still in the upper 30s, low 40s, and it looks like every night's going to be below freezing. Now, you do have some days ahead, like Sunday and Wednesday, where we'll have to look at the chance for some returning snow showers.
Thank you, Robert. New on WHO TV tonight, legendary singer and songwriter David Crosby died. His family said he had been battling a long illness. Crosby was the founding member of